Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video to the channel. Welcome to the now weekly challenge where I'm going to go and max out my reaper points for the week by camping one boss. Now for this week, we've done something a little bit different. I have put out on my community tab 4 bosses for you guys to pick, and you guys have decided that this week we're going to go and do Daggonoth Kings. Now Daggonoth Kings works exceptionally well for me because what I want to do is also, like we did with Kree, see if Daggonoth Kings are worth killing in 2026 for profit, and also complete my Daggonoth King log. So to get started, what we're going to do first is just go and check out how many KC I've got and also look at my collection log as well. Because Daggonoth Kings, I did one of my highest performing videos really ever on the channel 2 years ago to show you guys whether it was worth killing or not. And we went on a rampage in terms of collecting drops. So we're just over 5,000 kill count and we have got a big chunks of rings. And as you can notice, I am 1 pet away from completing this. So we are 1 pet in terms of the prime hatchling away from completing this log. So hopefully with this video, we can do a couple of things really. We can go and do the Reaper challenge. We can do the 10-hour challenge. And also I can finish my Daggonoth King log and get the title for it as well. So hopefully it'll be a nice little video. We'll get the Reaper video out first. And then very similar to the Armadillo one, we'll do the 10-hour loot video a little bit later on. Just show you guys how good it is, break it down and stuff like that as well. So hope you guys are looking forward to it. Again, I will be doing a very similar thing in terms of putting some options up on the community tab over the next couple of days after this video is released, to see what you guys want me to kill next. I'm going to sort of change it up a little bit and throw in a couple of different options. So go and check that out and vote on what you guys want me to do. Very quickly, in terms of a setup and stuff we're going to be taking, going to be going for the hybrid armor approach and utilizing the Mask of Daggonoth. I'm going to try and do as many of these Reaper tasks on Slayer tasks as well, so I can get double Slayer points, which will be pretty decent as well. In terms of hybrid armor, we're going to take the Anima of Sliske, we're going to take Cinderbanes, Sea Boots, Book of Wen, the 3 different tiers of weapons I've got. So I've got Staff of Sliske, Nox, Scythe, and a Nox Longbow. My PVM tab is going to go and have a massive upgrade soon. I just need to go and get prepped for it in terms of some perks and stuff. So look forward to that. And then in terms of the info, just some weapon poison, some souls, every other pouch, and just your generic stuff. I'll go into this in more detail in the 10-hour video. But let's go and get started. I have my first task. I am going to be using my Soul Reaper refreshes. If you didn't know, if you still have some of these available in your bank, if you want to sort of go for another Reaper task, if there's a Reaper task you don't want to do, currently you have to go and spend 30 Slayer points, go and cancel, and then go and get another one. The Soul Reaper refresh basically negates that, and you can go and pick it for free without having to go and spend your Slayer points. So pretty much same emphasis as the previous video. We're going to sort of like skip until we get the Soul Reaper pick, or Death's going to give us the Daggonoth Kings. Really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let's go and jump into it and let's see how good this will be. This should hopefully be extremely more quicker than the Kree version, just because with Daggonoth Kings, you've got 3 to kill. You're going to be killing them exceptionally quickly, an hour, and then we'll be able to rack the KC up. But let's get started. Let's go to Daggonoth Kings and let's see how this goes down. So once you get that first Daggonoth sort of trio down and it's just 1 by 1, it does get a lot easier. Getting the first 3 down just so you can get into rotation can be a little bit annoying, but once you get it sorted, it is pretty easy from there. And one thing with Daggonoths is it's a very high kill per hour, so this should be a very, very quick sort of KC per hour to us to rack up. I wouldn't be surprised if we get like 2,000-ish KC from this. We should make a fair bit of cash. The rings aren't as much as what they used to be, but they'll still give us a decent amount of GP going forward, which will be nice. I just need to go and make sure to activate that. Yeah, the Daggonoth area has been redone in terms of graphically. It looks great. I'm a big fan of this. Not so much for like the Daggonoth Kings to be redone, because this is a very nostalgic boss for me. Like, this is something I originally had as my first PVM experience, was camping Daggonoth Rex for the Berserker rings. That was basically how I used to train my mage. And yeah, I always really wanted like the old Daggonoth Rex as a pet, but maybe that's just something I'll have to go and get an old school instead. But yeah, apart from that, it's just literally just floating through the different styles. It is important to have like a decent weapon because damage is kind of everything here. The Blood Reaver will do some damage as well, which would be really nice. That's really handy if I actually summoned it, but I don't have the points, so that's great. So what I'll probably do is when I go and get another task, I'll go and get some summoning points, and then we'll use that for future kills. But apart from that, we'll just float between. It seems like damage is pretty decent, so we'll just keep clocking on. And what I think I'll end up doing is just teleporting to war and then coming back. It's going to kind of hamper kills per hour a little bit, but I just don't think I'll get the piece available to do this unless I just go upstairs. But we'll see what we do in terms of that. But what I'll probably do is just update every hour, because I imagine with these, I'll probably get like a drop or 2 an hour, and you guys don't want to see that. It doesn't need to be a massive video. Yes, the rings are a decent drop and probably better than a lot of the God Wars 1 drops, but they're nothing spectacular. But we'll see how we do, see how we get on, and then we'll report if anything interesting happens or if we get any big drop. Okay, so in terms of where we are after that first hour, we had a mammoth hour. Probably one of the best sort of Daggonoth Kings hours I've had in a little while. And what's noticeable about Daggonoth Kings now is that you make GP through some of the normal drops. So in terms of the normal drops, yes, there's some mud battle staffs in there which aren't really worth it, but things like Rock Shell, Spine, and some of the helmets, 500k from that, which is really nice. A bowstring drop is now on Supreme as well, which has brought in another 980k. Again, really good there. Daggonoth bones are coming in at a price of 1.7 mil as well, so 3.2 mil without any drops per hour isn't that bad. But then the cherry on top of that is that we've also got a Sears ring at 9.8 mil and then 2 Archer rings at 9.2 mil as well from 1 hour. And in terms of doing the Reaper tasks, which was kind of the basis of doing this, we pretty much did over half of our task. I think we're at something like 200 Reaper points. So we're going to be able to clear like all the Reaper stuff very, very quickly. So we've got another Reaper task. Our Slayer task has 55 more. So once we've done that, we'll go and grab another task because we've got the helm and we don't actually have any cooldown on it. So we can go and do that. But let's go and jump straight back into it and see how it comes. I'll probably do a update at the 5-hour mark and then we'll do a final one at the 10-hour mark as well for this video, just not to make it too long. But that first hour, you couldn't ask for much more than that. So 6 more to go until we've completed this Reaper task. Just got another Archer's ring, and you might sit and think, why is that not in your inventory? Well, that will be because I decided to click a DK tab to try and make space in my inventory, and I tabbed out. So we've lost 9 mil there. I'm gonna go to the Grand Exchange and buy one just so we can put it in the price check to show you guys as well. But not my finest moment there. We have lost an Archer's ring because I clicked a tab because I was trying to clear the info. So yeah, little bit annoying to say the least. But the fact is we've now pretty much done our full week's worth of Reaper in 1 hour and 45 minutes. We have flown through this. And especially this second hour as well, we have got quite a lot of drops. You might look at my inventory and think, no, you haven't. But we have picked up 3 Dragon Hatchets and 2 Warrior Rings. We've picked up 5 of the worst kind of drop. So this could have been an absolute insane like 2-hour task. But you know what? That's RNG. Sometimes it works for you, sometimes it doesn't. The fact is we're going to also have 3 Archer's rings, technically, which will be 27 mil just on its own as well. We're going to come in with at least 40-ish mil, I think, from this. And then we'll have the Hydrix on top as well. So the final Daggonoth King is going to be Daggonoth Supreme. We have now ended him, and that is our final Reaper task done. And we have now got the max total of 300 Reaper points for the week. Really happy with how this went. This went so much quicker than what I thought it would. What I'm going to do really quickly is just teleport to the Grand Exchange. I'm going to buy a Archer's ring just to put in and basically say this is what we should have earned. And then we'll do the final price check and finish it up. But this has been one of my more favourite Reaper tasks in a while, actually. Incredibly quick in terms of the task. I do think you get about maybe 150 plus kills per hour. So you absolutely fly through them. And again, we've made some profit with that as well. We'll go and buy the Hydrix gem as well. With the 10 hours as well, we're only going to really lose 15 minutes. We'll make that up over the grand scheme of it. Anyway, so what I need to do is just withdraw my cash just so I can keep it away from the whole price check. But yeah, a little bit sad that I missed that Archer's ring, but you know what? You learn, so I'm not going to be pressing the tab anytime soon. I literally was trying to drag and drop it, but it was on the floor sat there. It'd be nice to see like what kind of price these are as well in terms of that. So the Nova, the mid price as well, which is not too bad. Let's see where it currently is, just because it'll give me a bit of an idea as well of what to sell it for. But just under 10 mil, not too bad at all. But in terms of this Reaper task, let's wrap this up. So this Reaper task, let's see how much we have made. My GP stacks kind of all added up, so I think it was something like, once we took away the mil, 424k. So we'll work off that for the rest of the video. So let's go and check really quickly with the price check. The normal drops, things like Skeletal and Rock Shell, do add up, so I'm going to be picking them up and sort of having those as well. Same with all the helmets. They will eventually add up. Something I wasn't anticipating to be as good as what it was is actually the bowstrings. So 1.4k bowstrings just from like Supreme kills, very, very nice. Those 2 Warrior Rings, yes, they're 200k each, but you could have got Berserker Rings. The price for Dragon Hatchet as well is a little bit sad. I think it's like under out price, maybe. And then the Daggonoth Bones, 444 for just over 1 hour and 45 minutes is really nice. So just from like standard-ish loot, let's just take out the drops there. 5 mil really ain't that bad, so let's go and add in the drops we did get. I do think at some point, like, Daggonoth Kings is by far better than God Wars 1 for money. And once we've added in all those archers ring, 43 mil, really, really nice. And I think I've still got my Hydrix in the bank as well, so we can put that in. Now, whether it will sell for the price the Hydrix stated at, we shall find out. But if we put everything in, withdraw everything which is irrelevant, 83 mil for what basically took me just under 2 hours, not bad at all. But that is going to wrap up this version of the Reaper Task mini challenge, I suppose. Daggonoth Kings clocking in with a very sort of respectable 40 mil per hour. Could have been very, very different if we did it slightly different as well. But you know what? Really, really decent in terms of that as well. But I'm going to go back to Daggonoth Kings now. Going to go and finish off this 10 hours. 8 more hours of Daggonoth Kings. And I'm sure we can make a decent amount of money in the meantime as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Really hope you've enjoyed. I'm going to put a poll up on the community tab in the next couple of days to kind of decide where we're going to go next. I'm going to make it a bit more variety than the previous selection. The previous selection was the rest of God Wars 1 and Daggonoth Kings. We'll throw in a skilling boss, God Wars 2, and a bit of variety just so you guys can tell me what you want. Make sure to keep an eye out for it and let me know what you want as well. Any suggestions in the comment section down below for selections, and I'll make sure to do it. But thank you guys so much for watching. Really hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.